Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Using my golden universal tarot. Look at this poor box. I think I'm going to have to grab the sticky tape out for it. And entertainment only. And it wasn't until after I sat down that I realised that I'm matchy today. So hopefully I'm not disappearing into the background too much. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this particular reading? I'm going to have a look at the fact that SNAP payments run out this week. Now, SNAP stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, that apparently is funded by the Department of Ag. 25 states are suing the Department of Ag, trying to force continuation of this program for the sake of the citizens of the United States, but also for the farmers who are supplying the produce. Now, from what I understand, one of my beautiful viewers said they're in California, and the price of fresh produce is still fair. You know, it's gone up, but it's still fairly reasonable-ish because they produce a lot within California. But major cities like New York City, etc., who rely on their fresh produce being brought in, often from Canada, because those upper echelons often get their fresh produce over the country borderline, shipped in. Apparently the cost has gone absolutely through the roof. Okay, so as I split the deck, I've got the Justice card. Yes, we've got a court case happening. May end up going all the way to the Supreme Court. In the meantime, the SNAP payments will be stopped, and then we have it's all to do with big money. Tariffs, apparently, big money, apparently, financial legacy of the decrepit old white men in the foreground, forcing their legacy onto everybody else, basically. So the 25 states suing the Department of Ag to with the statement that the Department of Ag are legally required to keep funding the SNAP programs, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance programs, despite government shutdown. So my first question is going to be, because what's happening is the government's still shut down, and my guides did say at the time that it would be quite an extended shutdown, and that the GOP had absolutely no intention of reopening, because it means that by being shut down, that the regime can rule by royal decree. My guides have been using that statement for about 18 months now in regards to the Orange Twerps regime, royal decree. And royal decree, the narcissist bringing about his rulings. But we've got judgment here. There might be a judgment moment, a collective awakening happening. So ruling by royal decree, and with the government being shut, it means that the X-Files are not released, because I believe Congress have enough numbers on their side to actually force the release of the files. So there's a few things going on there, and it does mean that appointments can be made, money can be spent, war can be declared without having to go through Congress. Entertainment only. Okay, so let's have a look. How is the SNAP program's basically running dry this weekend, couple of days. Help out your neighbour if you can, but you know, when it affects everybody and the prices have gone up, there's not necessarily spare to help out. Okay, but let's have a look. What's going to happen? What's going to happen to the consumers, the citizens, the voters? Are they going to have their wake-up moment, remembering that the majority of users of these government programs are in traditionally conservative red states and areas? Okay, so what's going to happen? What's going to happen is there going to be a wake-up moment with the... I'll just do 3 cards. Okay. Of course, they didn't throw me 3 cards. A Wheel of Fortune here, turning, but I'm going to bring you down and I'm going to work through these cards that they threw at me. I literally just looked at the top 2, but they've thrown me this bundle out, so let's go for it. Just see if I can get that light a little bit further. So, well, we've got the orange twerp sitting on his golden throne, building a multi-million-dollar ballroom, allegedly, but we know it's more about the bunker underneath. Yeah, controlling the dollar. It's all about the dollar for him. It's all about the grift. Okay, the next card. Oh dear, not working very well. We've got the legal case coming forward. So this will be a tower moment, I think, for the orange twerp or his regime. Because I was asking about how are the citizens going to feel, the voters, the people. We've got the court case here, right? I'll move those back to centre as they've just told me. Trying to spin. What have we got? 1, 2, 3 major arcana so far. Trying to come up with a solution is what I get here. The orange twerp couldn't care less. He's off gazing vacantly into the distance. His dementia is in full force. I will put up, I'll have to do it on my other computer. I will put up a image of the segments of the brain into my post section in about half an hour, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, this is pouring from cup to cup, trying to create a solution literally from nothing, because the funding will stop. The funding will stop while this goes through the courts. And there might be some sort of agreement that has come to, but it's almost like a minor temporary agreement. The only money cards here are the orange twerp on his golden throne in his decrepit old state, and the payments to those that really need it pretty much drying up. This could be an agreement from the states to come forward to do what they can for their people, but it's not going to be much. It's not the Lover's card, it's the 2 of Cups. Some sort of agreement, some sort of emotional coming together. This may even simply be communities looking after communities. I have half a bag of rice extra. Here, have my half bag of rice. You know, that sort of situation. I have herbs in my garden. Here's a bunch. You know, that sort of situation. This feels very much more about community coming together. The state government's doing what they can, but they don't have the funding for it. The ones that really need it. Okay, on the bottom we've got the Wheel of Fortune, as I said, the wheel turning. The wheel is turning, and then we've got the Moon card. Secrets being revealed. The lunacy of the secrets being revealed. Now, this card I decided quite a while ago was We the People, the King of Cups. We the people, feeling betrayed, feeling hemmed in due to this manipulation, feeling manipulated. Now, I'm not talking about you and me. I'm talking about those that this is going to catch by surprise. And what's going to happen is they're going to be on the streets. Stay out of their way. That's all I can say. So we've got the lunacy and betrayal here by we the people, feeling betrayed, feeling restricted, feeling like we've when I say we, you and I know this, but I'm talking about those that aren't yet awake. The manipulation, realizing they'd been manipulated and lied to. Look over here while this happens over there, and it's going to be full on. So there's going to be some, and then we've got financial legacy here, an ending of the financial legacy. So, and it is a nightmare situation for many who are not yet awake. They will look in their bank accounts and go, hang on, I've been diddled, where's my payment? Ring up the wherever you ring up, or try and contact the department, remembering that they've closed all these offices and the government is shut down. So I do not know who you are supposed to ring if your pay is not full. But yeah, so the pay will be full. They'll get the message that will say, sorry, this department is unmanned at the moment, or we are working on a skeleton crew. Your call has been added to the, yeah, there's not going to be the money they expect. It's going to be and it's going to bring a harsh truth. And then we've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, legal action, and the chaos that ensues. They're going to ring to say, they're going to ring and they're going to get a recording if there's a skeleton crew, a skeleton staff, you've been put in a queue, your call is important, we will answer you in about 13 hours, and etc. Now, what was that I saw? I saw the Tower card, and full illumination. The Tower and illumination. There's going to be a big wake up in regards to this. So the court case that the states have brought, suing the Department of Ag, going to try and create something out of nothing, but the money's just simply not there. 25 states suing the Department of Ag. Now, I believe one of them is California, but it's almost like California's got the poorer states back type thing in this. California probably doesn't need to sue, but they're doing this to show the other states that we the people is we the people. Okay, so let's have a look. How is this court case going to go to try and continue the SNAP payments? Okay, will the SNAP payments be continued while the court case goes on? Decision, a decision. Oh gosh, 2, 2, 2. It is about the money, but an inability to harvest, inability to get it. I think the inability, Page of Swords, Tower, Sun. I mean, it just, again, these two cards here. What's flipped over? And the Wheel of Fortune turning on the Emperor and the White House. And a lot of news coming out really quickly. Might have some fleeing overseas, or it's just simply resigning and walking away. Okay, so I don't think the payments are going to continue while the court case is underway, with that inability to harvest the money. So let's have a look. How's this court case going to go? How is this? 25 states suing the Department of Ag to keep the SNAP payments, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, to keep it liquid, to keep it viable, to keep it funded. How's it going to go? It's not. I don't think it's, so we've got the death card. I'm hearing rickets and malnutrition, and it's the children. Now, rickets is caused by a lack of vitamin C and vitamin D. Scurvy is vitamin C, rickets is vitamin D. Please, 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 if you have children or you know people in your community who are doing it really tough that have children, please, please, please buy them supplements, vitamin C and vitamin D. I mean, I'm talking about little children, but scurvy can be at any age. You can get the little gummies that kids will chew. I'm not talking about cannabis gummies. I'm talking about vitamin supplement gummies. That may be more important in the short term than actual fresh produce. That's an awful card to come out first. Challenged by the caring for others, but it's also the abundance card. It's about those with abundance being lazy. There is enough in the world for everybody. If only those with didn't hoard money, didn't hoard wealth, didn't hoard grains and foods, which happens. If the cost of wheat is considered too low, they'll just put them in silos and wait and create an artificial shortage so that the price is driven up. This is what happens. Challenged by the abundance, but also the female nurturer, caring for those in their community. That's what's needed to overcome this. Okay, far out. 3 major arcana straight off the bat. The Devil card. The energy that's underlying all this is lust for power, greed, addiction, beastly ghastliness, deliberate suffering, just ghastly energy is behind this. There is enough for everybody. If you tax the billionaires properly, you don't need multi-billions sitting in your bank account doing nothing. It should be okay to have a very comfortable lifetime, maybe a billion, and everything over the first billion should be taxed at 95% or something. But yeah, so we've got the Devil. This is what's behind this. In the past, juggling the budget, trying to make it stretch, trying to playing with money as if it's a game, as if it's a toy. That's what's in the past. Trying to take from those that really need it and give to those that don't. It's far out. Crowning this reading, stealing. So I'm asking about this court case. This is the here and now. The sneaking into camp, the stealing of 5 swords and leaving only 2. Almost this attitude of they don't deserve, so therefore I'm going to take it away from them, which is just so incredibly wrong. The people that are on these incredibly low incomes working 2 or 3 jobs, they work harder than anybody I know. And then they've got to go home and potentially look after kids or elderly parents or whatever. They are the hardest working element of society. So basically, legally stealing from these people. That's what this regime is doing. By closing down the government, they're trying to legally steal. I feel sick in regards to this. Another major arcana, the immediate future, the manipulation. Look over here while this is happening over there. With distraction here while the reality is this one. The manipulation. This magician has everything to be able to give, to do what needs to be done, but they're choosing not to. Okay. Externally, on the back foot, on the defensive. There is no legal cards here yet. Externally, in regards to this, with this ending of SNAP, The devil is going to be having to defend their position because the peasants are going to be revolting internally. Stabbed, 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 stabbed until they can be stabbed no longer. There is nothing left to lose for these people. They have been stabbed from every angle by this regime. I think they're going to have a big wake-up moment. There is nothing left to lose, which means the next step is a new beginning. Hopes and fears, the Emperor, another major arcana. Rule by royal decree. The Emperor sitting there on his throne with his golden, whatever it is, symbol. The two rams, the stubbornness, 4 rams actually, stubbornness. He's still wearing his armor beneath his robes, prepared to immediately go into fight against this. The states, however, his armor's looking a little worse for wear under his robes, got some serious flaws in it. The outcome. Another major arcana. This is huge. This is actually going to be huge for those that were not aware. So we've got the Lover's card. The unbalanced relationship. Those with plenty, those with nothing. I just really don't know what to say about this. It's just... You've got the archangel here overlooking, shining the light, exposing the reality. Oh, the moon card, again, lunacy. The lunacy, but full exposure. So this archangel here with the sun shining behind it is exposing this imbalance. The moon card here is revealing the truth of this imbalance, but you've got to just be careful because you've got here the lunacy of it all. It's going to bring those out from the water who have been pretty much ignoring as they've been submerged. You know, it's la 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 business as usual. It's going to force them out of the water on this path forward. You've got the domestic dog, which is all about the social contract of, you know, obeying the laws and being a good citizen and a nice neighbour and all the rest of it. And you've got the wolf, the beast, unleashing the beast. So this could go either way. And then we've got something unexpected out of left field, some sort of unexpected announcement out of left field coming forward. Or this could simply be the lunacy of talking to the fish in the cup. We, the people, demanding Congress or our government do something about this. But then we've got the mercenary, the inability to move forward with the money. Oh, on the bottom you've got that again, this 5 of Wands. Stay out of the way of these people. They are going to be hella mad. Full exposure. The false victory of the orange twerp. You've got here the 6 of Swords. Might be flee time coming up for him, or attempted flee. I don't ever see him actually getting away. This is under cover of darkness, trying to move, and you've got the 6 of Cups, the past, and the Tower moment for this orange twerp. This could also be moving forward, the election fraud. about what happened under the cover of darkness. As I said, Pennsylvania have now come out. 13,000 votes from one voting station that received a bomb threat that weren't counted. 2 out of the 3 boxes, apparently. I mean, you start adding up all these anomalies. They are big. They're turning into very big, and each of these different sectors of what's happening are going to coalesce, is the word my guides are giving me, coalesce into a whole. So no legal cards there again. I they might be suing the Department of Ag, but I suspect the payments are going to stop, and it's going to unravel big time, very rapidly. As I said, stay out of the way of those that are only just waking up. We know. We've known for 12, 18 months, 2 years, 5 years since his first regime. We've been awake, but there's a hell of a lot that it's their first realization, and they're gonna be big mad. Okay, deep breath. Every day that passes is a day closer. So love to you all. Take care, and I'll see you shortly. And I've got a couple of really interesting readings coming up. Take care.